Hello. Let me double check if you could hear me because I've seen enough in this word. Yeah, sorry. Okay, I'm just checking if I could. Just checking. Okay. So basically, I could hear myself and see myself. Audio quality not the best. Oh, and video quality as well, but it's fine. Okay, no issues with stream. Okay, hello, welcome to my stream number 73 of late night talks with romantic developer. As usual, my stream consists of several things. Usual as of stream number 17, I believe. So right now we spent maybe first 5-10 minutes just to talk about anything, and we spent another 15 minutes or more trying to do some development around some tool which involve OpenAI and some useful features around YouTube streams or YouTube videos or any videos or any audio. So what we are doing, we trying to create transcript of anything from where we could extract audio stream, and then we, based on the transcript, we execute several tasks. And for those tasks, it would be like, please generate a title, please generate a description, please generate video sections, and so on and so on. I have some initial version of that thing, and I built it quite a long time ago, and I don't like it at all. I mean, it needs some improvements, and I decided, because I couldn't find the code, I decided to build it basically from scratch using OpenAI ChatGPT help as much as we can. Not as much. I already understand that I'm not using it to full potential because, okay, everything could be asked. Okay, time for reflection. And today, my reflections are not so rich. Yeah, I didn't have a nice sleep, and my whole day, like works not as intended. Even I couldn't say that I've done too little. It's not even about what I've achieved during the day, but more like in which state of mind, of body, of all of that I was. And yeah, of course it's impact on each other, but I just get up not in too good mood, and it's transferred to some part of the day. So try, if you get up, try to smile to that word, try to find something good, and believe me, there is always something good. Even if everything is bad, just imagine how it could be worse. Okay, I'm joking. Just find something beautiful around you. It could be easily found, it could be easily seen. It's like yeah, those visions, those signs of beauty of the nature, of beauty of the surrounding everywhere. I haven't done that, and my day was, at least initially. Then I did multiple useful things, but yeah. So part of the day wasn't successful, I'd say, at least in my understanding, in my measurements, because yeah, I started it not right. So going back into our discussion about how to be more happy, successful, and everything, um, you should start. You shouldn't only start. You should start in a good mood, because there is no reason for bad mood. There are so many reasons for bad mood that there are no good one for bad mood. Let's say that. Okay. So let me quickly look if I had any comments or any questions. No, I haven't. I don't have anything in the chat. So it means that probably we could switch to what we have done during our previous streams, meeting. I'm at the work. It doesn't mean I always work late. I'd rather work normal hours, but then I visit my work with my wife because she finds it atmosphere very calming, and she's writing a book, and I'm just helping her, and we're doing something here together. So I'm leaving some part of my work for office as well. And yeah, today we were pretty late, but anyway decided to went here to keep the tradition to write something for her and to do something for me. So yeah. Okay, the last time, basically yesterday, we started to do something around, let me see if I could switch, how I could see if I switched. Oh yes, I could see. So we started doing our work items, because we have several milestones which we created just spontaneously. We try to fill something into the milestones. So first milestone was idea ready, initial planning. So create projects in VSTS. Project has been created in VSTS. So we have that romantic developer YouTube AI helper, it's how we called it. Yeah, we could like it. And we start to create some work items here. So we started to create some features, and features are under the parent, which is Epic. So for Epic I'll create an idea ready milestone. And it would be a good idea if we could ask some questions to ChatGPT as well. So maybe I could create another temporary chat. What is that? Oh, I should switch off my notifications. Hi, here. I have a question about this Azure DevOps project. Menu. If the notifications somehow are very noticeable, please let me know. Otherwise, I think it should be fine. So I have a question about Azure DevOps and my new project. I've created a project in Azure DevOps with Agile template. I have several milestones in my project, and I've started with milestone, and let's remember which milestone we had. Basically we started with milestone idea ready. Okay. Oh. So milestone idea ready. Let's keep it like name so ChatGPT understand what we mean. Let's say description of milestone. Yeah, thank you. So far I've created epic idea already and few work items. Let's switch to our work items and see if we could copy them. Not from here. What we can do, just to copy them. Let's close this. Let's close this. Okay, and copy as HTML. And let's what is your recommendation about work items I should create for the first milestone? This current structure is good. So come on, it's saying that. So I will copy the question. I'll try to click regenerate, but most probably it's want to verify me that I'm a human. Okay. Yes, I'm a human. I saw multiple videos when that button is clicked by a robot and the robot just click on the screen, on the touchable screen, and say, yes, I'm human, but it's not human. So everything has its own pros and cons and hacks for sure. So let's see. Break Epic down into features and user stories. It's good recommendation. We are going to do that. Could be a collection of features, however, instead of having broad features like DevOps milestone, break those features down into smaller, more specific user stories that follow agile principles. effort. Oh, and what business value? Okay. It tasks, define acceptance criteria, initial system architecture. So feature, initial system architecture. So it proposes basically pretty cool feature in just system architecture, define core system components, and it's asked us to just identify key components and rough architecture diagram, project creation in VSTS, repositories, to set up a branch, default branch policies, configure, build, and release pipelines. It's too hard. We need to understand what we will write to build to define builds. Yes. Okay. DB structure. Nice task. Discuss database requirements. Create initial database schema. Review finalize schema. Create, identify key task. Storage type classification. So what in the other work items? Risk assessment, stakeholder communication plan, and next steps. So see, it's a pretty good steps if we talk about some big project with multiple developers, some management, upper management above us as developers, of course. But for us, really, we shouldn't do much because we are owner, we are stakeholder, we are main developer and everything. So we are basically work as one person. So I like that task, feature initial system architecture. So I just create new feature initial system architecture, and here we could immediately create a child as user story and define core system components, which is user story, define core system components. So identify key components and draw rough diagram. So let's see if we could do it from here. Add link to a new work item. It would be task. Save and close. Nice. We could see everything here. Okay, let's try to add another. Another link to new work item. It would be again task. Identify key components of the system, and we also click save and close. Could we move it? Okay, it's doing order, but I really don't know what it uses for that order. Column options. Does it have some like order? Maybe rank, maybe stack rank. Let's see. Okay, 666. Oh, so if I'll move it down, no, I don't know what it used to properly order them here. Okay, so what's next? Project creation in VSTS. Actually, we will not do that because all of those will be done naturally. I don't think we need any special task for that. DB structure. So that is good user story name. And when I say good user story name, of course, we better not to create empty, user stories with empty descriptions. But right now we just do it because we just on the very initial step. So, and we say create initial database schema. And we just say create initial database schema. Okay, and after that we have initial task creation and assignments. I don't like it because it's what we are doing right now, storage types classification. Okay, let's add something here. Again, it's not a problem if we add something and then we'll remove something. So let's create the task. I like it because it just said research, nothing more, and we don't want to do more at this moment in time. DevOps milestone stories creation, we will not do that at the moment because we already done something like that. So, oh no, save changes. And DevOps milestone stories creation, I think we could just try to remove the task. So, and at that moment we have height tiny tunes worth. We are trying to create some project from scratch, which will utilize OpenAI, like AI LLM model, and do something helpful. And I'm just doing it from scratch and using ChatGPT help to understand how we can do that. And if I don't like something which ChatGPT proposed to us, I am trying to protect my point of view why I think so. Also, we could discuss other questions, especially in the first part of the stream. So if you have any questions and want to look into something else, of course I would be happy to go into that direction as well. So, and for DB structure, we have some DB structure, so let's copy that and try to move it to the task. I'm just copying it because it's more better description for the task level. Okay. So, what would be next? Actually, for some reason I like idea not start with overall system architecture. We reviewed it initial system architecture. We reviewed it last time, basically in the chart. So in the chat we try to use preview model, and it creates some recommendation and summary about data storage, long running task, tools and architecture. So because we asked about what, so we provide our vision of the project and ask how we could do that. and it what OpenAI recommend us that time. So let's copy just summary. Let's copy just summary and put into here so we will not lose it. Where is my chat? Oh, here it is. So, and let's go with initial database schema. Let's try to start it and see what we can do. So most probably we will use Azure SQL Server. Oh, it's repeating. So let's remind Azure SQL database. Okay, let's go and imagine that we are not good developer, but we have a recommendation. So how we will proceed from it? Let's go to our LLM. I think for that simple task we can use just for and say, hey, I have an idea of SQL schema tables for my new project. I am thinking of using now how I should start to design it. What tools do I need at my local computer? Previously, for things like that, I've used some tool from SQL Server. We can do it in Visual Studio. I'm not sure about Visual Studio Code, but in Visual Studio, kind of professional or something, we can design a database, and we have basically, I just forget how to call it, some basic tool where you could create schema, execute queries, and so on. So, okay, choose tools to local development. Yeah, SQL Server Management Studio. Oh, nice, it's even provided for Visual Studio. Because we're using Visual Studio Code, probably we don't need it. Entity framework. So basically it's provide us options of what to choose once we want to develop our SQL database. Yes, and it's say, okay, once you decided on which tables you need, you could use a local deployment SQL Server Management Studio, Azure Data Studio, tools for Visual Studio, or just Entity Framework. And what I could say that probably we will use combination of first tool and last tool. SQL Server Management Studio, because it UX friendly and it's allow multiple things like connecting to multiple databases, so on. And Entity Framework, because we are going to use .NET Framework, we just could use it to automatically create not database schema based on our models, but vice versa. I believe it also should be possible. At least previously it was pretty possible. So yes, we have database first approach. So we create database first, and then we create our code second. How to work it locally? We could connect to Azure SQL database. Okay, or create all the tables and relationship. Also, we could use some database diagram. Or we have option to use Azure SQL Edge or SQL Server Local DB. So basically, we could work it's on local machine and emulate. Hey, Movie Hub. If you are here, we could chat very quickly. If you already dropped, then just have a good day browsing the internet spaces and other beautiful places in our universe. So, and for deploy to Azure SQL database, we could use or SSMS, or which I like more, some CI pipeline, because it's automate the things, and we use Azure DevOps, so probably it's what we're going to use. And other things, yes, there are a lot of things. So yeah, I think interesting what it says. DB diagram. Okay. So let's go and download SSMS. Does it provide any link? Is it possible somehow copy it? I don't think it would be a link. But of course we can say download. So let's download it on that machine and try to build. Okay, download. And let's start once it's downloaded, and we don't need anything else. So what we actually need, we have our table, we have our schema. We have our schema, which is defined here. So we have some user tables, channel, video table, transcript table, processing task, LLM results table. So we can say, hey, I have some DB schema in mind. Could you please help me write script to generate it? My schema. So. So let's task type would be string. keywords will remove. Let's see. So yeah, it's basically helping us create it very quickly. You see, just from very quickly. Let's see if we already downloaded. Oh, we already have downloaded. So let's say install, confirm, and let's install that SQL Server Management Studio. It basically just creates some studio which allow us to connect to database and in UX or in queries write some queries, execute it. So yeah, work with databases in SQL format, mostly with Microsoft SQL Server, Azure SQL database, and so on. Everything which is Microsoft is know about. Oh, whoa. What is the previous installation? Come on. So probably we did some previous installation. Okay. Let's maybe just try copy code and just we have a lot of description here, something which added not by us but by chance, let's say that. Okay, let's just preserve what we received so far. Propose that schema. Okay. So we have preserved that. Nice. And to continue forward I need to restart my computer, but right now I'm streaming on it, so it definitely will stop the stream, which I don't want. What else we could do? Of course we can use some online tools, etc, but I also want to see about local development. How to use for local development and what is the preferred option. So SQL Server local DB, it's like SQL Server but for developers. It doesn't require administrator privilege. We have it, but it's fine. Okay, full SQL Server experience, but we don't need full capabilities. Okay, it's understandable. Visual Studio included, if also installed as part of SQL Server Express. Okay, start local DB, connect to local DB. Okay, what is Azure SQL Edge? So basically designed for IoT devices or small servers. uh, so we need Docker installed on my machine. So then we need to download Azure SQL Edge Docker image, execute it, and then we could connect to that. So again, I haven't installed Docker recently and I haven't used it. I never use it for production scenarios because that's how it was. Not every developer uses everything, but previously I had a bad experience with machine performance and with Docker issues when I tried to use it. So okay, it's just my experience, so there are multiple others says it's perfect. Yeah, I'm not denying it. So resource usage, minimal resource usage, slightly higher, yeah, because it's in a Docker container, which is basically something like virtual machine. Basic SQL, streaming, and yeah, ML. I don't think we will use streaming or ML out of the box in SQL Server, so I think we are good with base features. Simple lightweight edge computing, limited, okay, easiest for local development. So okay, I think we will try first with our SQL Server, a local DB. Let's see. Oh, now it's propose us the link which is clickable. SQL Server on premises in the cloud. And we want free specialized edition. Oh. What I clicked. Okay, let's try download express. And yeah, we download basically both. And most probably it also say that okay, I will not install because you need to finish previous installation. Let's use custom. Okay, it's SQL media and it will download something. And what mean custom in that case? I thought okay, we could choose some options what normally we mean custom, but not here. Okay, also what I think, once it's installed or couldn't be installed because of some previous installation issues like we see with SSMS, I think we'll anyway leave other task for next stream. And of course I will check your comments if you have anything to ask, to write, to just okay. Oh no, it's still working. Or just share some experience or something. I will be glad to read it and share my experience as well. So we will exchange our experiences, our thoughts, because what I'm doing right now, I'm doing something I need to save my time because I'm lazy, and also I'm helping others save their times. Maybe if it will work fine, maybe it will be helping other people also save their times on larger scale. But at the same time, I'm like to exchange thoughts and exchange feelings and exchange impressions, because it's much more valuable than something you can find from internet or from ChatGPT. So it's something which on much higher level than ChatGPT, at least for now, and on the level where we are humans, the most sophisticated thing in the universe. Okay, maybe not most, but very complex creatures which we ourselves couldn't understand, and we just started that journey maybe several thousands years ago, but moving forward quite slowly, like back and forth, let's say. Because once we decide, okay, there are something like human soul, then okay, there is no soul, no evidence, then okay, there is some evidence that it's not just genome, not just some electrical neuron operation in our brain, but then okay, no evidence, so we go back and forwards, which is probably good. SQL Server reporting service, no, new SQL Server standalone installation, a feature to add. Okay, probably we need this one, and we need to choose somewhere. What we need to choose? Option to install local DB. Let's see. Or maybe once it's downloaded, it will not allow us to install something because we haven't restarted. Okay, I believe it has good terms, so let's see. Okay, if it's recommended, let's do that. But normally in human life, yeah, it's not always. Azure extension, provide your Azure account to service principal. Right now, no. Database engine, local DB. So I think, yeah, we'll choose what we chosen and see if it will be installed. Name, instance ID, all the defaults. Okay. Okay, it means that SQL Server Database Engine will be started automatically, and if we want to save some computer resources, we should go and stop it. But hopefully, if we don't have a lot of databases or just local DB, it will not use much resources. So let's just try to create some password, because who knows what we need. Oh, and what is the error? Password didn't match. Nice. And now, okay, so while it's installing, yeah, I want to wish you, as usual, have a great time, have a great day, evening, morning, night, moon, noon or moon, and have a wisdom to not go into any argue where it will not bring you anything, not to spend your energy where it's not needed to be spent, because it would be just lost. So don't lose your energy without any good goal. Create cozy environment of acceptance and love at your home, and give or gift your good mood, your warm feelings to your loved ones. So that is the most important thing, and everything else will not be will not have much sense, even if you achieve a lot of results in your career, because at the end of the day, we not in control of what could come next. Right now we sitting, I am watching in my monitor, you're watching, can it be found? And it will be rolling back, correct? Oh no, it's still continue. Okay, so as I said, we are watching YouTube, but who knows, maybe tomorrow will be the end of the world. You could invent multiple beautiful things, and next day they will be used completely with different reasoning than you initially thought. And there are so many examples for those. So yeah, there is ODBC driver for SQL Server. I think what I can do, I could do my computer restart, and I could look into that very briefly tomorrow, or maybe before even our stream, and tell you what's going on. But again, if it asks to restart, you need to restart, because maybe it's already here, it's just not in proper location or somewhere. If not, then we will try once again. Okay, so I think that's it. Where is my mouse? My mouse is here. Okay, so as usual, I will stream for another at least 90 streams, 80 at least streams, hopefully more. I started it as a challenge, and so far I'm successful. I'm not successful in streaming what I want, or what is very useful, or what is very inspiring, etc., etc., but at least I'm streaming every day, and it's by itself is a challenge. And if you wouldn't believe me, you could try yourself and see that it's not as easy as it sounds. So yeah, I will be streaming tomorrow at 10 p.m. and if you leave any comments, we could start with that. See you and wish you all the best.